What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. I know this guy. Now, this guy is like, he's the nicest guy in the world. Like, you can't fault him. He's such a fucking good guy. But he can't keep a woman to save his fucking life. And on the surface, it looks like, you know, it's like, oh, he's so nice, he's so kind, blah, blah, blah. He's a good dude. Why can't he keep a woman? Do you know what I mean? But it's quite obvious when you look at it, really. He's 45 years old. He lives with his mum. So he doesn't, you know, he's still living in a room basically in his mum's house. He doesn't have any goals. He's not driven in any way. He spends all of his money in a betting shop every week, like betting on football or whatever. His salary is, I think, just about average, maybe less. He doesn't own a car. He doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have any self-care. He's not taking care of himself. You know, it's quite obvious, really. I mean, why he can't keep a woman. You know, unfortunately, you know, the way the world works is that you can't just rely solely on like looks or personality. Do you know what I mean? If you're a man, it's very different if you're a woman. It's only going to get you so far as a man. So I wanted to talk about that in this video. To be like desirable, in my opinion, this is just my fucking opinion, so don't take it as gospel or anything like that. But this is my humble opinion. To be desirable, you need to have something going for you other than just looking half decent. Do you know what I mean? If you're over 21, like I said, you can't just rely on good looks or like even being half decent looking. Like a half decent looking woman, not in amazing shape, or, you know, just what many would call mediocre, will still get guys thirsting over her online, will still get attention. And the same is just, it's just not the case for men. We actually have to do things. We have to, you know, be building something, or, you know, unfortunately it's just the way the world works. So to be desirable, in my opinion, you need to have some sort of level of self-care. You should be going to the gym. You should be watching your diet. You should be, you know, not eating shit all of the time. Maybe a skincare routine. Actually, definitely a fucking skincare routine, especially if you're over 30. You know, you need to be taking good care of yourself. Looks is something like, not everybody's good looking. Do you know what I mean? And I don't think I am. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think I'm bad looking either. But looks is something like you can always improve. It's not like set, and I don't mean in terms of like getting fucking surgery, or, do you know what I mean? Like changing your features. Like, it's not necessary, but like you can take the water out of your face. You can, you know, make your face more angled. You can do jaw and neck exercises. You know, you can wear nicer clothes. You know, there's lots of stuff. I said skincare routines, so there's lots of things that you can do to improve your looks. Do you know what I mean? So you shouldn't feel like you're stuck living the way you are. Do you know what I mean? You know, you can improve your physique. You should be going to the gym at least 3 times a week. Do you know what I mean? Making sure that, you know, you're keeping in as best shape as you can possibly be. You know, you need to be earning. Sorry, in relation to that last, I was talking about going to the gym and taking care of yourself. Having your body fat below like 14%, in my opinion, is good. When I did like research on this, it said 40% body fat was dangerously low, which, you know, I don't think it is, to be fair. The same study that I was looking at said that for a man, you know, 25 to 39 years old, body fat percentage, a good percentile to be in is 20% to 24%, which in my opinion is really fucking high. So I'm not sure where you know, you can never really trust these studies. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know, in my opinion, 20% to 24% for a man is too high. Do you know what I mean? For a woman, it's different. A woman can still look good with 20% body fat on. So, like, you know, think about that. Diet's massive, especially as you get into older years. You know what I mean? Like me myself, I'm 41, and I notice. Do you know what I mean? I notice a lot more like weight sticking to, you know, sticking to my hips more, on my back more. Do you know what I mean? So you should have something in place, like, you know, from 25. Do you know what I mean? You should really be honing in on these things. And it's not to say that like you have to be obsessed with your weight, or, you know, be counting calories all the time, but you need to be mindful of what you're putting into your body. Another thing, I think, to be desirable, like, you need to have above average salary, which is another thing. Like, it's different for women than it is for men. Like, and I'm not saying that women shouldn't earn money. I'm just saying, or want to earn money or better themselves in any sort of way. But for a woman to be desirable, she doesn't have to have that in place. Do you know what I mean? All she has to do is look good to be considered a catch. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, have a fucking personality as well. Do you know what I mean? You can't be a fucking dickhead. And well, even do you know what? Even that is bullshit. Like, you can still be a half attractive woman and be a complete dickhead, and still get dick if you want it. But for a man, it's completely different. So you should have like an above average salary. I think the average salary is like 25k in England. In the UK. So I don't know what it is for wherever you might be. I don't know who's watching this video. Do you know what I mean? But in the UK, it's about 25k. So anything over that, do you know what I mean? You're already doing better than the average person. You should have some sort of fucking mode of transport, like just a car, at very least a low level car, so you can drive places, so you can get around. Do you know what I mean? And I know that's a really fucking trivial kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I know people who love cars, and I know people who don't really give a fuck about cars. But it definitely gives you more experiences if you can drive out of town somewhere, or, you know, drive to fucking Europe if you wanted to, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So just being able to, you know, to get around on your own steam, I think is a desirable thing. Another thing, like, you don't have to be like rich. Everybody wants to be rich, right? Everybody wants to have more money, but like, you don't have to be rich. Like, you don't even have to be wealthy, or, you know, remotely wealthy, in my opinion. Obviously, if that is you, fantastic, congratulations. But you know, it's not necessity, in my opinion. But you do need to have drive. You do need to have goals. And if you're not like hitting your goals already, you need to at least be on your way to hitting your goals. You need to have goals to fucking chase in the first place. Do you know what I mean? And I've known guys that, you know, I've known people that you can get a girl, like, if you're, you know, if you fucking sit around gaming all day and you live at your mum's, but it's not going to work in the long term. You're not going to be able to keep a decent woman. And, you know, you might be able to get by on attraction for a little bit, on physical attraction, if you're half decent looking. But if you've got nothing going for you, you can't, you know, take a woman out anywhere, or go out for a date night, or, you know, take her places. Just, you know, be self-sufficient. She's going to get bored before long. As I was saying about my friend in the beginning, like, he's a really good guy. He's a good guy. In my opinion, like, you know, not being a complete dickhead is a massive win. Do you know what I mean? Like, they say nice guys finish last, but that's bullshit. You know, you can be a decent human being and still win at things, you know. Obviously it's different in competition, you have to be competitive and etc. But you know, to be like a high value human being, obviously, so, you know, if you have all of those things in place, you know, you're taking care of yourself, you're trying to improve your physique, or you've got a decent physique, you earn above average salary, you have a decent place to live where someone else apart from you wouldn't mind spending time, you know. You know, you've got a means of getting from A to B. You know, you have drive, you have goals, some sort of ambition where you know, you're trying to achieve things, you're trying to become more, improve your life situation. Do you know what I mean? Then just not being a dickhead is like the icing on the cake. Do you know what I mean? So it's not all about fucking the superficial and like material things, you know, like people think it is. Yeah, I'm not that I fucking cracked anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm just a fucking dude talking to some people on YouTube. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that like pretty much wraps up everything that I was trying to say at this current time. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.